we're back after a very delayed break and everything dying and my internet exploding and it was all a nightmare. But we're back. There we go. I had to turn my light back on. Okay, so picking up where we left off. We just made it to the other side of this cave system. We found out that Sephiroth is heading towards the city of Junon, which I personally know is off in that general direction. But what we want to do first is go over here to what is called Fort Condor.
I wonder why.
That's not actually a condor.
Dang it. What the heck are those?
We'll find out in a second. Excuse me.
Big heals. Nice.
Yeah, it's her lemon break. She does the healing thing. They are formulas.
Formula A.
Well, it's just because there's two of them, so it's Formula A, Formula B, you know. They are painful is what they are, jeez.
I do not love them.
Two of them is like half the party's health right there. But that's also part of why we're leveling up the other guys here.
Yep.
Oh, you got a new bunkin stick, by the way.
I saw that. It does a solid patonk.
Alright, we'll have to start with that next fight. Ooh, I might need more money before we go to Fort Condor, actually. Fort Condor is an optional thing. We don't have to do it, but I like to do it. I find it fun. It is a mini game that is divisive among the fans, but I enjoy it. And I just realized we are not getting audio capture in the stream, so I'll have to adjust that in a moment.
Okay. Oh, I am not getting any game noise.
I thought you muted the game noise.
I had, but you had said something about the stick, and so I had clicked over and unclicked it to hear the bonk, and I never heard one. I was like, it's okay, I'll hear it the next fight. And then you're like, I have to turn on audio stream. I'm like, well, that would be why I'm not hearing anything.
Interesting. Get down from there. Good enough. All right. Why is there no audio going on? Properties. Oh, why are you doing that? Don't do that. You capture there, and then you capture there, and that should be that. And then this. Why are you not? Why does it say not sharing? Share stream audio is checked. You should be getting audio.
Yes.
I didn't change anything. At least not on the Discord side of stuff. So I don't know what happened there. Okay.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure it was just Twitch being Twitch.
Well, the Discord audio is completely separate from the Twitch audio. Unless you're still watching through Twitch.
I was, yes.
Okay. That is the entire reason I'm streaming through Discord, is so you can watch through Discord without the stream delay.
Let me swap over to there then.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate watching through Twitch. It definitely helps my view count, but the whole point of the Discord stream is so that there's no stream delay.
Yeah. Well, I'll keep it on Twitch muted just so that you get the viewer count.
Yeah, Twitch is weird about counting that. Like, it sort of counts lurkers, but... Or the people who are muted, but it doesn't, like, fully count that. It's weird. I don't know.
I mean, I could always just turn the volume to, like, 3.
Yeah, do whatever. Like, I'm never gonna be offended if people watch or don't watch or whatever, but it's just
Yeah.
Twitch treats it weird.
That's fair. That's fair. Like, at least I usually interact even when I'm muted,
Yeah.
like by text and stuff, so that there's some activity.
Get down from there.
Oh.
Stupid cactus bird thing.
Da-da-da.
I think I want to get to... Oh, she got her next limit break. Nice. Or you got your next limit break. You can now seal evil. I think I want to get up to 5,000 before I do Fort Condor, which gives me time to go recruit our first optional party member here. He's just in the forests out here. Somewhere.
Ooh. What are these formation?
Formula.
Formula, thank you.
Oh, Mac might be in trouble. Oh, he's alive.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay, good. I could do a heal on him next.
Yep. It was queued up, but I was also ready to do it in between fights. Oh, you guys are odd.
Oh, wow. What the heck?
Yeah, that was the enemy skill I learned. I told you it was a good one.
That's insane.
I told you it was a good one. That's why I try and learn it there when I can. Like,
No, absolutely. Now let's go find that party member.
it's a random chance to encounter them in the forest. As long as I'm running around in a forest, it's like 32 out of 512 is the probability. Like, oh, there they are. All right, now I just gotta beat them.
So that is a 6.25% chance.
Yeah, I mean it's not like a huge chance, but it's also not that small in the grand scheme of things. Like,
Yeah. Oh my, flamethrower gal. Bonk.
and we got the stop off. Get wrecked. All right, we win. All right. So it is critical. You do not save at that save point. That is a trap.
Gotcha. It's critical to get them first.
Well, no. At all during this interaction, never save at that save point. At any point.
Okay.
You also have to answer answer the questions in the proper way. Like, otherwise, she steals a bunch of your money and runs off. All right, there we go.
So this is Yuffie, okay.
Yes, the ninja girl.
I had several friends, and this tells you all you need to know about my friends at the time, who insisted on renaming her Yiffy.
I would avoid doing that because at this point I think she's canonically like 16 or 17.
Well, I mean, they were 17, 18, 19 when they started playing the game, so I get it, but like they were 18, 19 and they were naming, and I was like, guys, really? But yeah. Let's see. Who should we name?
This could be Witnit.
Yeah, I was kind of gonna say, should this be Witnit? I think this would be pretty funny as Witnit.
Witnit, the teenage ninja girl.
Yeah. Just getting swung around and hitting shit everywhere. Sure. Sounds right. Dude, I still love that boy has managed to roll at nat 20s on like the most ridiculous things, which is why he has an idiotically overpowered bow.
Yeah. The last session that I was actually able to roll dice, the dice were just not kind to me.
No. I take that back. He has an idiotically OP bow because several nat 20s happened. Because he rolled a nat 20 to find wood, and then Guillermo rolled a nat 20, and Kovac had also rolled a dice, or like added a dice to that, and there was a bardic inspiration. I was just like, I was gonna give you a +1 bow, but the nat 20 makes it a +2 bow.
Yeah. Which I don't think he's used since he got it.
He's only used it a handful of times. He used it mostly against the goblins at Skabatha's big fight.
Well, see, I thought with that one he just turned into a gorilla and just went nuts.
First fight when you guys were inside, he was a gorilla. The second fight when you guys came back to try and kill Skabatha, he started out with the bow trying to take out things at range, and when things got closer, he changed over.
So it's the person with the most powerful weapon just doesn't use it.
Well, and when he uses it, he very rarely hits. Or when he hits, it's like he consistently hits and rolls minimum damage. Like that's sort of little problem.
48? Yeah, we can do like 1 or 2 more fights, get up to the 5,000.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I said, it was he wanted to go do the thing, and I thought that was a brilliant thing. And he was going out to do the wood and found the druid or the dryad, and I was like, you know what? That'll be fun. It'll be a +1 bow. It'll be great, or a staff, whatever he's gonna make with it. And then the second nat 20 happened, I was like, I have to boost the stat on that thing. I just upped it to a +2, and honestly, I feel like I despite the fact that you guys have some OP items, you don't abuse them. And so I'm kind of okay with you just continuing to have, like, an excess of OP items.
I mean, 90% of my items are just aura farming. I have not actually received, like, any combat items. Except for the fire resist bracer thing. But even that's, like, a defensive item, so...
Well, and you had the silver dagger, which is a +1 dagger.
Yeah, but I don't use it. I use my psychic blades because they're better.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like, if I knew what you were looking for and there was an opportunity, absolutely we could, work something out. It was just like he found the perfect moment to ask to do a thing, and it worked because of good rolls.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are going back and forth between a mine, so.
Yeah, I think Rutiel probably does need some sort of low light, dark vision thingy. It's probably really all he needs.
Fortunately, we have Fuzzums who can share dark vision out to 300 feet for... I don't remember if it's for her wisdom bonus or her proficiency bonus number of hours.
Yeah.
I think it's up to a number of people.
Where are the stairs there?
think it's up to as many hours as your proficiency as your wisdom bonus, and you can use it as many times as your proficiency bonus or something. I'd have to go back and look.
Yeah.
Eyes of a Night is a really cool feat. I've played a Cleric of Twilight, and it's honestly it's somewhat OP at low levels, depending on what your party is, because
Look at
it
this
can
thing.
completely just defy. That is a heckin' bird and an egg.
It's using the reactor to heat the egg.
That's what it is. Okay, thank you. I was wondering what it was doing. Here we go. Cleric.
They keep calling it a condor, but it's not a condor. You don't find that out until later, though.
It's good to know. You have dark vision out to a range of 300 feet. In that radius, you see as if dim light. In dim light, as if it were bright, and in darkness, as if it were dim light. As an action, you can magically share this dark vision feature with willing creatures you can see within 10 feet of you, up to a number of creatures equal to your wisdom modifier. The shared dark vision lasts for 1 hour. Once you do this, you cannot do so again until you finish a long rest, unless you expend a spell slot of any level to share the feat again. So, as many people as your wisdom modifier for 1 hour, once per long rest, which isn't bad.
Yeah. For it's good for, like, you know, you just really need it, but, you know, for just kind of exploring, not so much.
Yeah. I forget how long the spell dark vision lasts either.
I think the way Rutiel would make it work is he would just, like, add another, like, accessory to his helmet to give him, like, just dark vision goggles or something.
Well, I mean, you do have. Let me double check something before I go and say something that I have to recant later. Let me check something.
Because Rutiel's helmet is becoming among the most ridiculous items in D&D. Like, not powerful, but ridiculous.
Here's what I'm going to say. The wish stones, because of what with Diggs Nat 20 2 weeks ago, I'm just gonna throw out there that you guys all he knew this, and so I'm sure he shared it with all of you guys. The Briganox used the wish stones to craft items, including ways to take care of their homes and build their homes in their community. While you guys opted not to have the wish stones cut and therefore turned them into gemstones, which only have a gold value, you all opted to keep them in their raw and therefore quote-unquote magical state. This is something that I would say spellcasters would be able to use these as a spellcasting focus, but non-spellcasters I think would be able to integrate them with the use of magic to enchant an item. So since you guys have an artificer in the party, and I'll write this down and bring it up to the entire party so everyone's aware. Since you have an artificer in your party, I would allow for Tiarmo to make crafting checks to incorporate a wish stone into an individual's mundane item to enchant it in some small way, creating like basically a visor of dark vision, or goggles of dark vision, for lack of a better vernacular, would be, I think, a perfectly reasonable thing. Goggles of dark vision are not a high level magic item, so I think that would be a reasonable enchantment to allow. So I will after work tonight, I will look at the magical items, wondrous items lists, and figure out like what the rarity limit would be, because it might be pretty basic. But I'll get back to you guys all as a group. But I think that is something that is absolutely reasonable to use your wish stone for. Let me write myself a note so I don't forget to do that.
So yeah, this is the mini game I was talking about where everyone's like kind of divisive on it. I enjoy it because it is kind of a strategy game, but it is a little slow, a little clunky, a little awkward. But it's also, you know, PS1. They didn't really have other options at that point.
Fair. So are you the blue or are you the red guys?
I'm the blue guys. I'm trying to stop the red guys from getting up the mountain.
Gotcha.
Oh crap, there's the commander. Trying to send my high hit point guys in first because, you know, commander hits hard. And so if I can send them in first to tank some fights while I get the other guys moving up. Oh, he got one of my guys. The thing about like the strategy game is like you have to spend your own money on buying the soldiers, but the better you do, the more like soldiers live, you get like a refund back kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So I think I only lost like one dude there, so I think I did pretty well.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so I got a good chunk of my money back. And I got a new weapon for dog.
Hooray!
But now I can also donate a bunch of money to them. Oh, okay, well. So basically, like, they can handle some battles without us, depending on how much money they have. So you want to, or I at least want to, donate as much money as I can when I can. And I'll probably be coming back here periodically because if you can control the battle, you can, basically save them some money and they can handle more battles without you. The battles will always have like predetermined story points. Like as a story beat happens, there's like whether or not a battle happens kind of thing.
Right.
So it's just kind of like throughout the game, you go through it, you do things, and you can forget to come back. A lot of people do. I do a lot. There's definitely a strategy for just like figuring out how many story battles there are like until the end of the minigame and just donating enough money to, have them handle it all, for sure. I don't prescribe to that as much just because I like the minigame. But I also want to make sure that, if I do get distracted or I forget or something, like, they can handle some fights without me. Alright, so this giant gun built into the cliff here, that's the city of Junon. I don't know why Shinra built a giant gun into a cliffside, but, here it is. You don't really have much for me. I see your little light lighting up, but I don't hear anything if you're talking.
I'm typing, and I think I'm picking
okay.
that up. Or possibly breathing.
Yeah. Oh, so I think I told you about like the battle thing I'm doing and how they'll like flag you for background noise, that sort of thing. And they finally started kind of relaying like what they're flagging. You can like listen. I've listened to my clips. Frequently there's nothing. They just flagged no noise.
Weird.
Yeah.
Rude.
That's a big fish. That's a big fish right there. Well, skeleton of a fish.
I had to look at the screen for a few seconds to figure out what I was looking at. Yes, that is a very large fish.
Like, this is such a great boss theme. Like, ah, dang it, that's not what I wanted at all. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to summon the Chocobo.
Nice.
Wham! Got here, Bubble. You need to die already. You're taking too long. There we go, we got him. Come on, the gal, just do CPR. It's that easy. That's not how you do CPR. Waited a little too long on that one.
Bad.
There we go. I did the CPR. You know, one thing they never really seem to show or tell you about CPR is that one of the first things the recipient usually does is vomits everywhere.
Yep.
usually right over whoever was doing CPR.
Yep.
I'm having conversations with voices in my head. There's so many things I'm like trying not to spoil because there's like a lot of things being like hinted at and toyed with on a replay of this game. Like, oh, it's good. I got the Shiva summon materia now. High voltage tower. Guess that means the gal will have to do it. Yeah, better leave it to the gal. Thanks, girls. Thanks for throwing me under the bus like that. And dog. And even Mac just wanders off. Like, everyone's like, it's dangerous. You handle it. I don't want to deal with that. Get out of here. Alright. What we're going to do is we're going to quickly save the game. Ooh, don't do that. Save the game. There we go. And then I think we will leave the invasion of Junon for next time. Because that's like a whole big thing to go through. So, yeah. We gotta, invade Junon and find out why Rufus is trying to chase Sephiroth across the ocean. But as always, appreciate when it shows up, chats, lurks, follows, whatever you want to do. There will not be Borderlands tomorrow because a lot of people have other stuff going on. I may stream Final Fantasy tomorrow. I haven't decided. I may just not have a stream tomorrow. Beyond that, Elden Ring should be Sunday and back to normal schedule throughout the week.